We'll start with a little bit of revision of Brahma Mudra. Stiffen your neck 3 times just. Now completely relax your muscles and so head on right shoulder, going back or roll for 10 times. Head on left and go back. So opposite direction rolling. So let's do Omkar. Correct your posture, straighten your spine. Exhale. You need to exhale completely. And just like deeper breathing, you have to have deeper exhalation in normal breathing also. It's pitch dark all around me. Just my existence. Vast universe around me. And from the corners of the universe, from long distance, I hear this constant hum of Omkar. Center of my chest, lamp gets lighted, filling the whole temple of my body with divine light. Mild, golden, calming, divine light. I take my focus far off in front of me. And from there, of course, I hear the hum and I see a star like single point source of light. My focus starts moving towards the light. Slowly, the star appears to be growing in size. And now I can see it's a small size still, but I can distinctly see the Padmasan shape. Slowly, the focus moves closer and closer to the point where it looks exactly like my mirror image of me in Padmasan. Only difference is it looks so calm, quiet, happy, content. I get more attracted and start moving the focus even closer. Now it seems to be growing to a really large size, gigantic mountain. And as I come very close, it tends to infinity, and my focus merges in the divine structure. Now there is no darkness. I experience light all around. I am the part, I am the light now. Peace, relax, pure, pure happiness. Vast universe, and I, the source of light. And distant but distinct gunjan of Omkar. Breathe out. So let's do Kapalbhati 21 times from each nostril. Left close with right. Fully exhale first. Exhale completely. Stay there. Fill in. And enjoy the calm while slowly exhaling. Opposite side now. Right closed. Breathing from left. Exhale first. Fully exhale. We'll do Anulom-Vilom 3 times. After exhaling completely, we start breathing from left, breathing out from right. Start. Switch. Breathe in from right. Switch. Repeat 2 more times. Fully exhale. Fill in. And watch the toxins get cleared from your body as you exhale. We'll skip most other things and come to Bandh. We have covered Mool Bandh. Mool Bandh you anyway have to apply. We are going to do Uddiyan Bandh now. And to apply Uddiyan Bandh, you also need to know and apply Jalandhar Bandh. Jalandhar Bandh is you put your chin at this point and completely block this area. So with that you cannot breathe in, you cannot breathe out. So anything to do with serious pranayam, Jalandhar Bandh is important. For putting using Uddiyan Bandh also, you have to apply Jalandhar Bandh. Okay. Now the process is first obviously you don't have to apply, it is applied already. Mool Bandh is there. If not, you consciously apply. For this, you cannot let it go. Okay, this particular for doing Uddiyan Bandh, Mool Bandh has to be, even if you have to consciously think and apply, do that. Mool Bandh is applied. Then you breathe out completely. That's the second step. When you have breathed out completely, use Jalandhar Bandh. So there is no air trap now, and you are not letting any come in. After that, put your hands pressure on your knees and suck the stomach out. Okay, so Mool Bandh, breathe out, Jalandhar Bandh, then suck the stomach in, which is Uddiyan Bandh. Stay there for a few seconds, 2, 4, 8, 10. I like to do 15, 20 seconds, but whatever is comfortable to you. Because you need to be a bit comfortable because you cannot do it to the last moment. Otherwise, you may tend to breathe in while in all these bandh. So the first step is when you want to breathe, you release your Uddiyan bandh, your stomach is relaxed, then straighten your head, Jalandhar is relaxed, released, and then bandh is a lock, bond, you are locking the air there. So after that, you start breathing. Okay, so we'll do it. Mool bandh is of course there. Exhale, Jalandhar. Release stomach lock, neck lock, and then start breathing. Do it once more. So this is benefit is of course this is preparation for pranayam, but another benefit is of Uddiyan Bandh is you can remain youthful for longer time, and it is anti-aging. So we do all those chemicals and what all and what not for anti-aging, but according to yoga, this is a good anti-aging exercise, particularly when applied in Sarvangasana where your legs are up and head is down. We'll be covering Sarvangasana next session. And you apply Padmasana, and in that, so during Sarvangasana, your Jalandhar Bandh is by default automatically because your neck is bent down like this. It is applied, and you do Uddiyan Bandh. That is supposed to be the best anti-aging exercise. So let's repeat. Jalandhar, Uddiyan. Let's do Brahmari thrice. All focus on heart. 8 petal lotus feels fresh, and by the third time, you want to feel happiness there. You'll be trained to make your heart happy. So just imagine that for now. Feel the heart filled with joy. So while releasing, neck straight, eyes released, and then ears you release. Okay, so I'll tell you about an interesting mudra. This is to be done for allergies. So cough, sneezing, any other kind of allergies. So in some cases it works miraculously. I'm not going to say that it has 100% results, but people have got some miraculous results. So look at my hand. my index finger is bent down to the bottom of my thumb, where thumb joins my hand, my palm. Okay, I think I'll show you all views. And then your thumb and middle finger, they touch each other. While doing this, your other fingers will bend, but then you have to straighten them. Same about other hand, index finger, thumb and straighten the other fingers, and then relax. Calmly do breathing. Okay, so this you can do for half a minute more, depending on your, uh, not more than 15-20 minutes. So I hope this is clear. If it is not, people can ask me. Now we'll take up. So we have seen asanas of back bending backwards and twisting. There are forward bending asanas also. We anyway have done Naman Mudra where you do forward bending, but a serious forward bending is done in uh, Paschimottanasana, where you bend down, and some people can touch, and even I would be, if I did it regularly, touch their head to the knees. Knees are to be straight. You shouldn't ever do something like this. Even if you can't reach there, even if you can go up only up to here, it's fine, but knees should not be bent. Okay, and if you want to do this properly, now benefits of this is a great benefit for kidneys. So if you have smelling sweat, that problem can also get cured. Some books have said that if you can do Paschimottanasana for 48 minutes, then your sweat would have a sandalwood kind of smell. So this we have not tried. I'm just giving you a trivia information. But this indicates that how helpful it can be for our kidneys and the sweat issues. So the exercise I told you for energizing body so that your breathing becomes clearer to do before yoga. You can do same thing. This is not asana, but this is something. This exercise will help you your flexibility for Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana not to be done by people with severe back pain or spinal issues. This is very clear. Forward bending to be avoided. Now, stretching. Spine also needs to be stretched. Stretching of spine is a extraordinary exercise for stress. Best way of releasing stress is stretching of spine. So we'll do some standing exercises. So we'll do a simple thing called Tadasana, which is stretching straight away, straight in the vertical direction, like a coconut tree. So you should stand near to a wall so that you have some support, and then you can simply stretch yourself, uh, lift your toes, and stretch all the way as much as you can. Concentrate on your spine, feel the relaxation, nerves getting relaxed. So when you are stretching, you are breathing in, and while relaxing, you are breathing out. So for the neuro health, I'll tell you one excellent exercise, which is Vrikshasana. Okay, so you have to stand on one leg. Initially, when you are not used to, you need some support nearby so that you do not fall. So bend your knee. Now this is parallel to my hands like this, so it's perpendicular to my vision, perfectly perpendicular in line. Okay, and now I stand like this. Now This is something which will improve your balance, will be good for your neurons. And the next step is you close your eyes. If you do not have practice, I guarantee you, you will fall down when you close eyes, because you use your eyesight and the vision to balance yourself. Once that is lost, you will become unstable. So, practicing this will increase your concentration, balance, and so many other things. And of course, you can't do only one-sided exercise. You have to do it from the other side also. Okay. So, few seconds to a minute, 2 minutes, or as long as you can. So, do it till you can do it stably, in a stable way, in with eyes closed, because that is what will be the sign of you being able to do it correctly. Now this Tadasana will do it with lying on stomach. That becomes Makarasana. Makar is crocodile. So you are stretching your spine, virtually thinking that, I mean, like there is some virtual force which is pulling your hands, pulling your legs on the opposite directions, and spine getting stretched. You have to stretch as much as you can. Neck also is being pulled. You will be surprised to see how, without someone pulling, lying on your belly, how you can stretch your spine so much. So this is the best exercise for stress release. The best stress release asana in yoga is Makarasana. So now we will do Omkar. We have already done Brahmari. So let's do Omkar. And after Omkar, we'll further our dharana, the river dharana, we'll take it to a next level. Exhale. So we'll do minimal guidance now. Pitch dark, pure existence, lamp, temple flooded with divine light, focus far off, see a single light source like a star of golden color. Move your mind's focus closer and closer. See this divine lighted object growing, size of your palm. You clearly see a Padmasan kind of structure. Focus moves closer and closer and closer till it is right in front of you, exactly of your size, like there was a some kind of mirror in between. And if it was like if it was your reflection, but with perfectly calm expression, satisfied, happy, you decide to go further and take the focus closer and closer. Now, this divine temple starts looking much larger as my focus point is a single point focus. Becomes big, double that your size, large size, gigantic mountainous size. And as you come very close, it tends to infinite size and your focus merges. You know, there is nothing but just that divine light. I am part of the light, or I am the light. Existence I always felt, knower I always was, and I experienced the bliss, sheer happiness. I can't see dark because I am light. And this hum of Omkar is much more distinct now. Completely relaxed, absolutely calm, satisfied, and happy. Look at this scene, this temple of my body filled with this divine light, which is me. Exhale, fill in. Shant. I feel water moving around me, but I can't see anything. I can't see means I'm doing this exercise with eyes closed, but in my imagination, my eyes are open. But it is dark there, completely dark. Very slow moving water. I feel the touch. I feel touch of sand below my feet. Sometimes the water touches my earlobes. And as I wait, the sky in front of me starts getting lighted as the sun is about to rise. I see clouds getting colors, red, crimson, golden, rays pouring through the clouds. And now I look at the scene because there is some light. I find I am standing in a very large river. Both sides of the banks there is dense forest. I see small shrubs, large trees, and some very tall trees standing out from behind these trees. Water is absolutely calm, so it works like mirror. I see perfect reflection of clouds, trees. Some trees are with branches spread out. I look at a branch which is actually directly bent over the water. It is bent so close that a slight breeze and it would touch water, causing ripples. These are like our sensitive points, things that we are extremely sensitive, and the slightest um, disturbance and you may get impacted. Overall, reflection is water and reflection is parallel to mind. Our mind works exactly the same. When it is absolutely calm, we see the reflection exactly as the things are. With ripples and with waves in the mind, our reflection can be contorted. So I enjoy this perfect reflection. Sun just starts peeping up, little bit of it you can see, and you enjoy the scene and the reflection and the overall beauty. While you are looking at the reflection, a drop of water falls in front of you, causing ripples, circular waves from center to the sides. Now your reflection is not clear. You can see colors, but you do not see things vividly. You would not be able to see the cloud edges or the branches and the leaves. Still, you are watching the reflection because the symmetry makes it interesting and you keep indulging in it. Now, two drops fall in front of you, causing two separate sets of ripples. They get mixed, there is interference, and a new pattern gets created. You still keep looking on at the reflection, but now it is actually beginning to rain, and so many big drops of water, and now the whole reflection is haywire. A heavy breeze also is flowing now. Water starts moving at faster speed. So it's raining, water is moving, waves are larger. Now I feel unsafe because looking at the reflection, I there is no way I can stabilize myself. We saw in Vrikshasana, if you close eyes, you tend to fall. Here, if my vision is not clear, I can lose my balance. I have tremendous fear. What if I lose my balance and start flowing with water? Would I be able to stop? What if I bang on some rock? Desperately try to keep your balance, and what you do is I take my focus from reflection and look at the original sun, cloud, trees. They are stable. I manage a bit of stability with this reference. Sun is rising. So sun is rising. There is heavy breeze. Water is rough. It is raining heavily. And along with that, as the sun is rising, the water level is rising. and in some time I completely get submerged. Earlier I had original picture, at least a corrupted reflection. Now I have nothing to see, completely submerged. Situation is desperate. What can I hang on to? I need some stable source. So I move the focus within to the light inside the temple, the divinity that is inside the temple, which is my pure self. And now I have no recognition of the turbulence, roughness of water, waves. Whole focus is deep within. As my mind's agitation dissolves, the water level comes down, rain stops, and slowly the water gets stable. Now I can again enjoy. Sun has come up fully. I can enjoy all reflections. The branch, its reflection, everything. But still, I can try going back within, as I have found a way of stabilizing myself irrespective of what is happening outside. I again look within this pure existence, knowledge, and complete independent happiness. Pure, unlimited joy. Exhale. So last session, I had made some drastic statements challenging almost every uh, most common belief about Shraddha, about Bhakti Marg. And I made even a stronger statement saying Bhakti Marg was a a trap made by people in power to stay in power so that they can keep ruling people and people would not question. They'll think that there is somebody who will save them. People will not fight. Okay, this was a very strong statement. So I was expecting people to challenge and I had asked people to think about it. I had supported my line by giving statistics that among 7 billion people in the world, even 0.01% people are not such that they are born in one faith and on their own logically have accepted another faith to be true. Everyone tends to believe that what they are born in is right. There cannot be so many multiple truths which are contrasting and contradicting to each other. So, so if there are questions at the end of this session, we'll go through them. Now, here are some practical uh, techniques or for a better life on negative thought. And so I'll start with that. Keep in mind that you have to question me about the earlier things also. So negative thought, we carry grudges, anger, um, we have things, people praise you, people insult you, and so many things you tend to carry with you. Let me give a disclaimer that I'm not saying that you have to leave everything and accept injustice. No, fight for justice. Do whatever it takes. Okay, but when you can't do anything and you are just carrying that burden, then what happens is, like, I'll give you example. Suppose you are carrying a backpack with 10 kilo of stones put in there. You sleep with it, you walk, you eat with it, you work, you climb stairs with it. What would happen to your efficiency? Apart from the back pain, you will be half or even lesser than that. You won't be able to carry on actually for more than a day. This is a burden. No, I want you to try. This is a simple thing. You have read this story, but I want you to actually try to see the extent of pain. Simple thing like lifting a cup of water like this. Stay like that for half an hour. I don't think anyone can reach half an hour, but at least 10 minutes. The kind of tremendous pain it will start giving after time. You are giving so much pain to your mind by carrying some things which you do not realize. You are actually bleeding your mind unnecessarily by doing this, and you are making your capacity 100 times lesser than what you are actually capable of. So, so when people used to wonder that how can this guy actually play blindfolded chess? How can he remember so many boards in his mind? It's simple that I have deleted some unnecessary space, so there is space for the memory. And what I believe strongly is, like, skills like art or mathematical skills, there may be a limitation by birth, but memory is something which can be expanded to as much as you want, can be infinite memory also. There is no limit to how much we can expand our memory. So keeping mind clear. So I made just a story, like, and many times what happens is your some of your ideas, they take, the negativity can be a small seed and becomes into a big tree. And many times this negativity is based on something which is not a fact. So let's talk about this couple, John and Jenny. They are married and happily married, and they are both working hard. They are staying in a rented apartment, and there are many apartments next to them. Like, it's like a row house. Both sides there are other apartments, and they're working hard so that they can buy an apartment. For that, they have to travel. So John has gone for travel, long travel, and then when he's back, coming back, it so happens that Jenny is moving out for her work, and she is going to be out for 1 month. They just meet near the doorway, and she says, "Our deal is done. I have already negotiated. Our deal is done. The house on the right is ours." Okay, so John is so happy. She leaves. He looks at the house on the right. Says, okay. He starts imagining that, okay, there is a big window. I'll make that as a bedroom, and I'll have such a nice view. While he's thinking that, he sees that this hefty Russian fellow who was staying next to them. He used to always wonder that this guy is so strong, so bulky, and he works at odd hours. Is he into some wrong business? Is he a thug? Is he a goon? Okay, we make all prejudices based on the shape or religion or size or language. We have all these stereotypes built in our mind. So this assumption was there that this guy could be a something dangerous. But now he says, no, but anyway, that nice house is going to be mine. He sees that guy planting a sapling, a small plant. He is making, digging and making it just next to the window. And he says, what nonsense? Why is he doing it? He is going to obstruct my view. This window, I wanted it to be clear. Why is he putting a plant there? So he thinks, should I talk to him? But he says, no, no, that guy could be dangerous. Let him go. So he waits till he goes to his yard, digs the plant and puts it somewhere else. He's not destroying it. He's also a nice person, so he plants it somewhere else. Sleeps happily. Next day he goes for work. While going, he sees that the plant is back where it was earlier. So this person, this thug, must have kept it back again, he thinks. Gets irritated. Why? Why? What nonsense, he says. Again, after he goes, now he goes at odd times. So this guy leaves late. So John is going late to his work. This becomes a daily thing that he's going to work late. He's waiting for this guy to go. In the process, the plant is growing. Every day the plant is growing. It doesn't stop growing. Okay, so his effort of digging and putting it somewhere else, they keep increasing. And the one who he thought was thug doesn't even comment about it. He's putting it calmly back in the same position. So possibly a very cool guy, but the assumptions start creating emotions, and you see a distracted or distorted reflection in your distorted mind. So this keeps happening almost a month. Now the plant is fairly tall, it's coming close to the window size. Now he says, now I need to settle this. He has lost sleep. He used to think, what should I fight with him? What if he beats me up? So finally he decides. He is carrying a hockey stick behind his back, and he says, I'm going to confront him. If required, I'll use the stick. And he starts shouting at him. Why are you putting the plant there? Exactly same time, Jenny is coming back, and she is surprised. She says, hey, why are you fighting with him? He says, that house is going to be ours, and I do not want the tree to be there, and this guy is planting the tree right next to the window. She says, but that is not the house. It was the other side. Oh, now I understand, she says. I was talking about my right, and you thought it was your right of the house. Such a small thing which made him lose his work balance, his mental balance, aggression, and so many things. And so many times things happen exactly like that, and the seed grows like that tree and becomes more and more difficult. So it was a very simple case of misunderstanding, and the guy keeping it in brooding, he could have made sure that if that is the house, and then he could have tried talking to the person, requesting him, but not talking and keeping it in mind and nurturing that seed of negativity made it into a giant thing. Luckily, she was there, otherwise, we don't know what could have happened. So, carrying grudge, carrying this kind of negativity can really harm you in health wise, business wise, in your work, or everything. If you are a parent, it will carry that negativity, will carry on your face, the expressions, the negativity will be passed on to the next generation also. There is another interesting example which I think I have given earlier, but I love telling the story, that a senior monk and his junior disciple, they were walking. There is a muddy stream. There is a small girl with full gown waiting there, beautiful gown. She thinks that if I cross, my gown will get dirty. So the senior guy, he just lifts her, goes to the other side and puts her down. She shoves his hand rudely and walks off. The junior fellow, he starts thinking, what kind of girl, what kind of manners? Did her parents not teach her how to behave with seniors? And she should at least thank him. He has helped him so much. He's thinking, and then walking. So for an hour, they're walking without talking anything. After 1 hour, finally, he has to ask. He says to his guru, sir, what kind of girl she was? She should have at least thanked you. You actually lifted her and crossed the stream, and she didn't even thank you. You carried her across the stream. So he smiles and says, oh, so you are still carrying her. I dropped her long time back. So this is what we need to learn, to drop things. At least I mean, if you wanted, you could have scolded. He could have scolded the girl there and then, if you wanted. But since the story was over, now nothing can be done. What is the point carrying that all along with you? So then there is a question so many people ask me. Okay, and this is a very common question, that someone has done wrong to me and I just cannot forget it. He has deliberately done it. It was meant for insult. I have no doubt. This is not like John and Jenny case where it was a misunderstanding. Clearly, someone has misbehaved with me. I'm not being able to get over it. I had very bad time during those days. I was almost depressed. Somebody was exploiting me. Whatever. I'm just not being able to get over it. So for that, I give a nice solution. So imagine you have finished your education and you are giving interview for job, and then people are like, first round you have cleared, second round they have a group discussion. Group discussion, you go there, you see the rules, you see that okay, a good argument, you get so many points and all that. But clearly there is a warning that if you use bad words, aggressive words, you insult someone, your 10 points are taken away, minus 10. Okay, you go, you are waiting. Some others, and you know the topic, there can be so many topics like should India attack Pakistan, should atomic energy be used for peaceful purposes or for weapons, should we divide nations based on religion, should our country become secular or remain secular or become religion based. So many meaningless but emotion evoking points can be given for debate. Now emotions are evoked, and some people who have come late, they have not read the notice, they start abusing you. They say, you brainless, stupid, dimwit, you are wrong. Now what would happen? Are you going to carry that anger that, oh, he called me so and so? He was playing a role in that game of a debate, and out of lack of knowledge that he was doing it. Okay. So you know that now your position of getting ahead is, your probability is higher, because these people are definitely going to fail because minus 10 marks are there, they do not know. So either you should be happy, or if you are extremely compassionate and you care for them, they were your friends, you'll at least think, oh poor chap, you'll pity him. He's losing his own chances. He actually needs job more than me. He is coming from poor family, and he is spoiling it by using these wrong words. So similarly, people who have done bad to you purposely, knowingly also, did not know that it is going to cause negative points in their life. They are not going to be satisfied. And if rebirth is based on karmas, they may get a birth of a worm, some insect, some kind of life in the gutter. We don't know what kind of life they will get. It is actually a tragedy for them. So if at all, you will pity them, but you will not carry that as a grudge with you. Again, not saying that you should not fight for justice. Justice is different. This is carrying grudge for no reason, carrying hurt for no reason for long term. So when you start seeing things as they are, you don't need. This is like you watch a cricket match, India has lost, and you break the television set. Television was just a message to you. So possibly this bad period was meant for you. It was to come, and they were just an apparent cause. Once you start seeing it that way, then this problem of carrying grudge will not be there. People don't tend to believe, but I have actually experienced one. I'll tell you one real incident. All these were actually made up stories. This is a real incident. In my first job, there was a person, a smart guy, who used to come for some networking problems as a consultant, young boy. So similar to my age basically that time. So just started job, and during recess I took him for some food, some restaurant, and he was talking. Then he told me his life's biggest resentment. He said, I was bright in my school, I studied well, but I lost my engineering by 1 mark. So I had to do BSc. I cannot get job like you directly because I'm not engineer by qualification. While my neighbor, he was not that smart, he did not work that hard, and he had much lesser marks, but his father had money, got a paid seat, and he became engineer. So I cannot just get over that, and that hurts me, he said. So I asked him, why were you more intelligent? What did you do? He said, no, no, by birth I was more intelligent. So I said, by birth you were luckier in the intelligence department. By birth, that boy was luckier in money department. So what is there? Okay, such a simple thing actually. And believe it or not, he smiled. Such a happy smile. The whole load, whole thing, he saw it differently. It was lost. And the impact was so great that we became great friends. After that incident must have happened in 1991. That is about, yeah. So about 25 years after that, when I went to Singapore, we had not met. He came to meet me and spent good time because he remembered me as a good friend just because of this one small incident. So, so we talked about excess load shedding. The thought of revenge. Thought of revenge. What happens is somebody throws a dead rat in my courtyard, and he is gone. He is going to come after a few days. I want to throw the exactly same rat to his courtyard, his garden. Okay, I want to give him the same experience. So I start carrying that rat. The more time I carry, it stings more, and I am going to get more hurt. So so what is the practical solution? Should we just forget everything? No, you're not forgetting. You're putting it in your database. You have just understood that, okay, this person I have understood. This is the nature. Next time when I meet, when I deal with him, I know that I need to use this data. But I don't carry it with me. What you do when you are using mobile is, there is a lot of things that you are there on your mobile, and the mobile starts getting full. It starts behaving abnormally slow and all that. So you remove things that are unnecessary. Things you feel are necessary, you store them in some database, and your mobile should be light. You carry it light with minimal space on it. Okay, exactly that is what we need to do. Okay, now I'm done. People would have questions on this because people have not, last batch also people did not accept it so easily, that how can I am not being, still not being able to get over, they say, over the insults and other things. So this, and about the Bhakti Marg. Bhakti Marg as a trap. Bhakti Marg is dangerous. I gave example of a religion telling people to go and kill, that will be good for you. And when the person goes, kills and gives his own life, he is doing utmost Bhakti Marg. What he has been told, he is following that Bhakti with full Bhakti. Bhakti Marg can make you do that. So you'll say, no, but you follow the right thing. So how do you know the right thing? To know the right thing, you have to understand it is right. For that, there is no escape from logic. There is no escape from logic, understanding, and then experiencing it yourself. I'll just repeat one example I gave, that a boy's watch got stolen and in his school, and 4 kids were there. One was well-to-do, he would not take it. Another already had a watch of that kind. Third had very good integrity. His family was a good family. Must be the fourth. Can he go and catch the fourth guy just because of that? No. But when he was passing through that corridor from window, he saw the one person actually keeping that in his bag, his watch. Then he can definitely go and catch him by the throat. That, okay, just open your bag and give me my watch. Why? Because this was a direct experience. So logically you have understood what is right, and with experience you have experienced and got the proof that your pure self is full of bliss, true happiness. Okay, so yeah, so if you have experienced that, then your conviction is full, and then after that you don't call it bhakti. Of course, it's conviction. It's conviction, like your son. You know, he's my son. Every day you don't have to go for DNA test to check if he was your son, right? You don't need, because you have actually personally seen it or experienced it and known it. If that conviction with logic and with experience becomes perfect, then your faith becomes complete. Faith should not be blind. This is what I have tried to say. Yeah, objections now. Because 99% gurus, even the most scientific religions, people want, people in leadership positions want others to always listen to them and behave accordingly. So they would tell you that follow bhakti, don't ask, don't question. Questioning anything is a sign of non-believer? No, it is not. A true believer is one who has hundreds of questions, have got answers to all of them, and so he is believing it. Yeah, please, questions on this, on asanas, on bandh, anything that we did today.
Sir, what is the name of the mudra which you showed for the allergy
I'll
thing?
put it in the chat. I forgot it. I'm not very good at um, the names of all asanas and everything. No, not very strong technically, but I'll put the name there. I've forgotten it now.
Sir, and can we do that mudra when we are doing other forms of pranayam?
How will you be able to do? While pranayam, you will require your fingers to be.
No, not the Anulom-Vilom. Say maybe a
You can
Vastrika.
do any time. You can do it watching TV also. Only thing, it will still help. But as I said, yoga mind has to be aligned. So if you put mind on that, you know you are doing it for allergy. You are concentrating on your breath or on your spine and doing it, then it will have a higher impact. You can do
Okay.
it while doing anything.
Sir, and with regard to the dharana thing which you told right now, like not carrying the burden of somebody else's behavior,
Hmm.
I just want to ask one question that in a family setup,
Hmm.
where like you have to deal with say a family member or a relative who
Correct.
keeps on criticizing you or say like does some wrong behavior with you. I understand that it is okay that you don't carry the burden, but then how you deal with such a person on a day in and day out basis?
So that depends on situation. It's difficult. I'm not expert on family matter handling, but but the but the thing is, it should not let you. You should not let yourself be hurt by that. If required, some cases you may require a stern reaction or retaliation also. So there are different people. Some people will look for reaction from you, and that gives them energy. And that is where, if you have zero reaction, like I had a friend of mine told me experience in China, that some person from Punjab had gone there, and he started eve teasing like he was doing in India. And the reaction he got was zero, absolute no reaction. Like nobody even looked at him. And then it died away. Okay, so yeah, so some cases it will work. Some cases, unless they should not think you are weak, you may need to react. But as I said, I'm not absolute expert in this. In the matters of what I am talking about, I can tell you with absolute guarantee that what I'm telling you, I have experienced, experimented, and can give you a clear cut answer. But the point here I was trying to make was that carrying it for longer time, or being scared of that you start fearing, you start avoiding the person, that's something that should be avoided.
Okay.
Someone else also had a question. Yeah, please go on.
हॅलो.
Yeah.
हा, मलाही तेच प्रश्न होता की हे बॅगेजेस सगळं कॅरी करायचं नाही आणि हे ओव्हरनाईट होणार नाही, पण ग्रॅज्युअली हाऊ डू यू हॅव टू प्रोसीड फॉर दिस ऍक्च्युअली?
So how do you proceed to not carrying the overnight? You cannot do it. Is the
येस.
question. With my friend Remy, it happened overnight. Overnight, okay. I mean, because once that realization came, but this understanding who am I makes it much clearer. Understanding who am I and how things happen. So, I had given one example, I think, to someone else, not to this group, but Corona was there, it caused so much havoc. Do you carry grudge against coronavirus? No, I don't think anybody remembers this coronavirus did it to me. No. Here there is a person, and somehow we have been trained to blame someone and put it to something. When it is a person, then whether he has done it or not, we tend to assign every bad thing that this happened due to someone. I think I gave this example also, that people say that my son was nice, only when he got married he started behaving this way. Okay, it's a humbug theory actually. Everybody is an individual, and if someone is principled in every condition, he should be in the same with the same principles. So So you tend to blame someone, blame something, and then carry that. Carrying that is absolutely useless. Logically, if you think you know that it is useless, understanding this itself will make you easier. When you carry grudge, you will find out your breathing is faster. Your acidity increases. There are so many problems that you introduce when you get tense due to some situation. So fear when something wrong happens becomes lesser when you realize who you are. As I said, fear of death comes many notches below when you realize that okay, there is a continuation. It's just a transition. You still want, with all your will, you want to stay in this life. Yeah, yeah. But that desperation that oh, then everything is finished. That thought is gone. So the best solution to all things is logically, thought-wise, with mental manthan, the churning of thoughts, you come to conclusion of who you are. Then meditating, sometime you will get that experiencing and making it absolute 100% stamped that yes, this is what I am. After that, things become much easier. Anyone else questions on Bhakti Marg particularly, or anything else? No, I want this now because next time I am planning to give a bigger shock with some logical story. Again, impact something which majority of people have been doing and believing. And when you do meditation, I hope some of you are practicing a bit of it um, even during the week. Understand this, that you are doing it for happiness, and the outcome of this is going to be greatest happiness that you have ever had. You just for being yourself, you should feel so happy. So if no questions, I'll do a closing Omkar. Thank you guys.